Welcome to Things You Might Ought to Know, the fun stuff, the second show in the feed for the Things You, which is our news update every single weekday morning. Give you a news update. We follow that with the fun stuff. These are birthdays. These are it's a history. This is a fun thing to celebrate. Just something to lighten the mood and give you a little thing, some extra nuggets to get you going on your day. We start off today with birthdays. Always birthdays, the funnest of the fun stuff. And our spotlight birthday person, that's what we'll call them, is Jean-Claude Van Damme, turning 64 years old on the day. Whether playing an overly empathetic sort of action hero person or playing an overly empathetic personification of himself, Jean-Claude Van Damme has been entertaining us for many, many, many years, and still in these days, maybe not doing as many things on a primary level as it is now, more parroting himself, but he has earned those right. Of course, coming to prominence with us in the cult classic Bloodsport, doing all sorts of things, including playing Guile in Street Fighter and himself in various movies as well. Now, more or less, turning things over to a newer generation because one, he's a bit older, and two, many people don't quite know who Jean-Claude Van Damme is for the generational stuff. But we're happy to talk about him because he is a big part of my growing up, my childhood, watching these things on the old VHS tapes you had to kind of pass around or watch on TBS at 10:30 at night for Bloodsport. Also, Jim Cotta as well. Also, birthday wishes to Chuck Lorre, 72 years old on the day, the producer and great producer of stuff on TVs. And Zac Efron, the young buck of the trio today, 37 years old today. Happy birthday to this trios of ambassadors of birthdays. That probably won't stick. Let's talk about some history lessons, things that happened on this day, back. October 18th, starting off in 1867, where the United States took possession of Alaska after purchasing it from Russia for $7.2 million, known as Stewart's Folly, because Stewart, Ministry of Interior, bought this from Russia and seemed like, what we're going to do with this big old thing? Well, this big old thing has paid us back many, many dividends from back in the day. Going back, or going forward, I should say, about 30 years or so, the United States took possession of Puerto Rico on the same day in 1898. How about that? Puerto Rico, not quite a state, but is a very, very highly regarded territory, and we love Puerto Rico. And in 1921, here's the big one: Charles Perkins Strite of Iowa received a patent for his pop-up toaster. Toast had long been made by various methods, sometimes by simply suspending the bread over open flames. And there was already electricity and already electronic toasters. They just heated one side at a time. So Strife pop-up toaster solution in 1921 can be available to the public in 26, where it toasted both sides of the toast. You just put it in there, and then when time was up, it popped up. The one thing you may not know about your toast or your toaster, the numbers in the toast. You may have always thought that, hey, the number in the toast is your level of toastiness. You want a 5-level toasty or a 1-level toasty or 8-level toasty. No, it's actually time. How much time is in the timer? The timer spins for about that much time. So a 5-minute toasting is toasting for 5 minutes, or 5-level toasting 5 minutes. Did not know that. Didn't learn that till a few years ago, that the level of toastiness is not the numbers. It literally is time. Now, if yours has a little scale on it, then yours is a level of toastiness. Let's move on to our big word of the day. The word of the day today is gratis, and it's a really big word, meaning big things. It means costing nothing, gratis. And if you want more big words, go to our website, thebigwordsproject.com, for more of that one. But this one is one I think you can use pretty simply. Add this to your vocabulary with the meaning in a sentence being: some services must be paid for, but others are provided gratis, which means costing you nothing, to the community. Gratis is a word that's going to be fairly easy to add to your vocabulary, so try to use it a few times throughout your day today. Let's add some possible positivity to your day with a daily affirmation. This one is a very simple one. I am focused on the present and optimistic about the future. What does this daily affirmation mean for you? What can it do for you? It can enhance your mental clarity and concentration. By focusing on the present, it helps to clear your mind of clutter, improving your concentration and productivity. It allows for more mindful engagement with the current tasks and responsibilities, and not being bogged down with things from the past or things from the future that are going to get in the way. Focus on what's there in front of you so you can take care of what's there in front of you, and not other things to distract you that you can't really deal with. The past is gone. The future's not here yet. Focusing on the present will help keep you clear and concentrating on things that need to be done. More about affirmations, click the link in this presentation or search for 100 affirmations pain for my book, 100 Daily Affirmations for Positivity and Confidence. And finally, celebrating good times. Come on, let's get into it for Chocolate Cupcake Day. National Chocolate Cupcake Day on October 18th celebrates the sweetest of small chocolate cakes. With a dollop of frosting, one sweet serving satisfies chocolate cake lovers all around the world. Cake cupcakes can be traced back, the actual cupcakes traced back to the 1700s, 1798 is the example, and a recipe notation of a cake to be baked in small cups. Why they call it cupcakes. You mix them in a cup, bake it in cake, and da-da-da. It was written by American Cookery by Amelia Simmons. The earliest known documentation of the term cupcake, though, as it is now, is 1828. And that term was in 75 recipes for pastry, cakes, and sweetmeats by Elijah Leslie's recipes cookbook. Sorry to butchering all that stuff, but the big thing is go get your cupcake, get your chocolate one, whatever frosting, sprinkles you want to, no calories. Sure, no calories. Let's go with that. No calories. Let's also go with our spotlight sponsor for the day. And it's this one also offers very little calories and earnings. So you get a lot from this one. And it is the Blinkist app, Blinkist. We ask you to go to our website and use our affiliate link for the Blinkist app to get more books into your mind today. This is conversationproject.com/Blinkist will allow you to download and subscribe to the Blinkist app with 60% off its premium subscription right now. It's great. It's good. It's awesome. What does that mean? 6,500 books are at your disposal. 6,500 books that you don't think you have time to read. You can read them. You can listen to them in audiobook form. If you even want to do that, you can do them in about 15 minutes. Some a little more, some a little less. But what you get is a regular whole scale book that has, hundreds of pages. It may take you a couple of hours if you sat regardless, or a few days here or there. You can read it literally in 15 minutes and get the knowledge and what they call blinks. That are the essence of the books, the details, the hot point, the big points in the books, and you get them directly to you in a nice and in very entertaining fashion. And what you also get from this is a chance to learn if those books that you've been pining for are worth pining for. Maybe you get a book and you find that Blink is okay and the information is all you need. You just move on from there. Maybe you need the full unabridged 18-hour edition of it. You can go and click a link and buy through Amazon for discounts there as well. And the big thing is you get a discount on the actual subscription to their premium offering right now by using our link at the Conversation Project. This is theconversationproject.com/Blinkist. This is theconversationproject.com/Blinkist. This is an affiliate link. So all of our sponsors are affiliates. You buy from them. It costs you nothing extra. We get a small commission from your purchase. We ask you to check out and consider the Blinkist app. We also ask you to consider liking, sharing, subscribing to the work here. The fun stuff, the things you ought to know, is not the main course for what we have here at the Conversation Project. It's mostly news, commentary, and conversation there. But we like to liven things up a little bit. When we first came to this format, we thought some of the sort of the odder stories, the kicker stories would be what would drive the show, and we just have some politics and some news stuff there just so that we were being legal. It turned out that it was the actual news stuff that is really pulling for us here, and so we're glad for that because I love the news stuff. But we want to do more of the funner stuff, more of the side articles. We may start doing something like that for the weekend, things that get missed, if you will. But right now, we need more people engaged in our conversations and getting fun stuff daily. So like the video you're seeing here so people can see what's out there and what's good. Share it with other folks who enjoy these types of things. And if you're missing on these things, we just sort of stumbled upon your feed or someone shared it to you on the offhand, they thought you like it, and you do. Subscribe so you don't miss out on us. We're all over the place with various different things. We're on TikTok. We're on Twitter, X. We're on Threads. We're on YouTube. We're all over the place. We have newsletters. We have all those things. We have a website. This is conversationproject.com, where we also post up the replays of many, many things. So check them all out at our website and subscribe to these things here so more people can be involved in these things here. This has been Things You Might Ought to Know for Friday, October the 18th, 2024. I am Jake Payne. Thank you so much for being a part of us and what we do here for the Conversation Project. It is a labor of love, but it is a labor that takes up a lot of time. So there are various ways you can help us out in this stuff. If you're watching the video and seeing the scroll at the bottom, we have something called partnerships. You can directly fund us. Go to our website and consider being a partner. You can visit one of our sponsors and get a small commission there. The biggest thing you can do that's most important is to, as we say, follow us on our feeds on Facebook, on X, on Threads, and engage in the news stories. So on our main show, which is things you might not have heard, we know what news stories to talk about because you tell us the conversational ones. You tell us which ones are worth chatting up. With that, we're done chatting up the fun stuff. Happy birthday, Jean-Claude Van Damme and the pals. You have a great Friday. Enjoy some chocolate cupcakes. Enjoy your weekend. We love you all.